Imagine changing the way people run, not just in one country, but all over the world. That's Arthur Lydiard, a man who revolutionized distance running. Welcome to the DualRunning channel, your go-to source for all things running. I'm excited to launch my new series, where I delve into the minds and methods of some of the most influential running coaches in history. In this series, we'll explore the revolutionary techniques and philosophies of coaches who have shaped the world of running. From Arthur Lydiard's endurance-building strategies to Bill Bowerman's innovative training approaches, we'll uncover the secrets behind their success and how their legacies continue to impact runners today. Each video will feature a deep dive into a different coach's methodology, their key contributions, and practical tips on how you can incorporate their wisdom into your own training regime. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned marathoner, this series promises to offer valuable insights to enhance your running performance and understanding of the sport. So, lace up your running shoes and join us on this journey through the history of running coaching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Get ready to be inspired, informed, and transformed with the DualRunning channel's Influential Running Coaches series. Born in the early 20th century in New Zealand, Arthur Lydiard grew up to be a trailblazer, setting the stage for modern endurance training. He wasn't just a coach, he was a visionary, a pioneer, a man who dared to think differently. Lydiard took the world of distance running and turned it on its head, introducing innovative training methods that are still in use today. He believed in the power of the human body, the strength of the human spirit, and the limitless potential that lies within every runner. His impact on the sport was profound, reshaping the way athletes train and compete. And his influence extends far beyond the borders of his homeland, reaching into every corner of the globe. Lydiard was a man ahead of his time, setting the pace for future generations of runners. But before he was a coach, Lydiard was a runner, a man with a passion for the sport and a desire to push his limits. Born and raised in New Zealand, Arthur Lydiard's early life was far from extraordinary. Yet, it was during these formative years that he discovered his love for running, a hobby that would soon turn into a lifelong dedication. Lydiard wasn't initially the fastest or the strongest, but his tenacity and grit set him apart. He spent countless hours training, pushing his body to the brink, and learning from each experience. Through this process, he discovered the importance of building a strong aerobic base, a principle that would later become the cornerstone of his coaching philosophy. Interestingly, Lydiard didn't start his coaching career until his late 30s. This transition was a direct result of his own experiences as a runner and his desire to share his knowledge with others. Lydiard's early experiences shaped his coaching philosophy, paving the way for a revolution in distance running. Lydiard's training philosophy was simple yet groundbreaking. Build a solid aerobic base, then add speed work. Arthur Lydiard believed in the power of endurance. His strategy was to build a robust foundation of aerobic fitness first, and then layer on speed and intensity. This might seem like common sense now, but back in the day, it was revolutionary. Lydiard's idea was that a strong endurance base would allow athletes to handle more intense training later on without breaking down. In addition to this focus on aerobic base building, Lydiard pioneered the concept of periodization in training. This is the idea of planning your training in distinct phases, each with a specific purpose. For Lydiard, it started with base building, followed by a phase of hill training, and then an anaerobic phase to develop speed. The final phase was sharpening, where runners would fine-tune their racing skills leading up to competition. With his focus on endurance and speed, Lydiard was ahead of his time, changing the way athletes trained for distance running. Lydiard's training methods were unique, focusing on specific components like long runs, time trials, hill training, and interval work. Each element had a special place in his overall training plan. Long runs, often stretching to 2 hours or more, were the bedrock, designed to build an athlete's endurance and aerobic capacity. Time trials, on the other hand, were used to gauge progress and simulate race conditions. They were a way to test the runner's speed and stamina against the relentless ticking of the clock. Hill training was another key part of Lydiard's regimen. His athletes would build strength by running uphill and improve their speed and efficiency on the downhill sections. Interval work, the final piece of the puzzle, was used to enhance speed and running economy. It involved short, intense bouts of running separated by periods of recovery. By integrating these components in a structured way, Lydiard's training methods became the blueprint for successful distance running. Lydiard's methods didn't just change his athletes, they changed the world of distance running. This New Zealander's innovative approach to endurance training sparked a revolution that rippled across the globe. His emphasis on building a strong aerobic base before adding speed work and sharpening phases was nothing short of groundbreaking. It was Lydiard who popularized the concept of periodization, a strategy now central to most modern training plans. But it wasn't just his training philosophy that made waves. The athletes he coached, like Peter Snell and Murray Halberg, took his teachings and ran with them, quite literally, to the top of the global stage. These sporting icons, their success a testament to Lydiard's methods, became influential in their own right, spreading his ideas even further. Lydiard's influence spread far beyond his homeland, impacting the global running community and shaping the future of the sport. His legacy continues to inspire and guide runners, and his ideology remains at the heart of distance running today. Even today, Lydiard's principles continue to guide runners and coaches around the world. His ideas, once revolutionary, have now become standard practice in many training regimes. Lydiard's emphasis on aerobic base building, for instance, is still regarded as the cornerstone of endurance training. Modern coaches often adapt Lydiard's approach to meet the unique needs of their athletes, incorporating cutting-edge science and technology. That said, the fundamental elements of his philosophy remain intact. The periodization model, where runners build a strong endurance base before adding speed work and sharpening phases, is still widely used. His training components, such as long runs, time trials, hill training, and interval work, are staples in the training plans of both amateur and professional runners. These methods, tested and proven over the years, continue to help athletes reach their peak performance. Lydiard's principles remain relevant, reflecting his enduring influence on the sport of running. Incorporating Arthur Lydiard's techniques into your training. As we delve into the practical application of Arthur Lydiard's training methods, it's important to understand how his principles can be adapted to your own running routine, regardless of your level. Building a strong aerobic base. Start by focusing on aerobic base building. This means engaging in long, slow runs that are comfortable and sustainable. These runs should form the bulk of your training, especially in the early stages. The aim is to develop endurance and strengthen your cardiovascular system without overstressing your body. At the start of a Lydiard training plan, there's an extended period dedicated to aerobic running. This phase is crucial for building endurance and setting the stage for faster training and successful race day performance. Known as the aerobic or base phase, its duration varies, typically lasting between 8 weeks to 6 months, with 8 to 12 weeks being common, depending on the individual runner. During this time, the focus is solely on aerobic development, avoiding any anaerobic training like racing or intense interval sessions. For most runners, this phase includes a mix of easy, medium, steady, and strong runs, primarily performed at a relaxed effort. A key addition is the out and back run, done weekly or bi-weekly. This involves running a set route at a consistent, strong pace without overexerting. As the weeks progress, you'll notice either a decrease in the time it takes to complete the same distance or an increase in the distance covered in the same time. This improvement is a clear indicator of growing aerobic fitness. The goal is to maintain a steady pace throughout and finish feeling like you could have pushed harder, but are satisfied you didn't. For those keen on maintaining speed, a weekly fartlek session, based on how you feel, is included. Additionally, incorporate easy strides into a recovery or easy run day. It's important to remember that these should not reach anaerobic levels. Phase training approach. Lydiard's training is divided into phases. After establishing your aerobic base, gradually introduce hill training to build strength and improve running economy. Follow this with a phase of interval training to enhance your speed and anaerobic capacity. Each phase should last several weeks and be tailored to your specific racing goals. Long runs. Incorporate weekly long runs into your schedule. These runs, done at a relaxed pace, are crucial for building endurance. They teach your body to efficiently use fat as a fuel source and improve your muscular endurance. Hill training is a signature element of Lydiard's method. Include sessions where you run up and down hills to develop leg strength and improve your running form. This will also increase your lung capacity and enhance your ability to handle more intense workouts later. Interval workouts. Once you've built a strong base and improved your strength, introduce interval training. These are shorter, more intense bursts of running, followed by periods of recovery. They help improve your speed and teach your body to recover quickly. Tapering before races. Before your main races, reduce your training volume to allow your body to recover and be at its peak on race day. This tapering period is crucial for optimal performance. Listening to your body throughout your training. Listen to your body. Adjust the intensity and volume based on how you feel. Remember, Lydiard emphasized the importance of individualizing your training plan based on your own needs and goals. By incorporating these techniques, you're not just following a training plan, you're embracing a philosophy that has shaped some of the world's best runners. It's about understanding your body, pushing your limits, and constantly evolving as a runner. Arthur Lydiard changed the way we run, leaving a lasting legacy on the sport he loved. This pioneering figure revolutionized distance running, introducing a training philosophy that emphasized building an aerobic base before adding speed work and honing phases. His renowned training components, including long runs, time trials, hill training, and interval work, have become staples in modern endurance training. Lydiard's influence didn't stop at his own athletes, like Peter Snell and Murray Halberg, but spread globally, transforming the way runners train and compete. Today, his principles remain at the heart of many training regimes, a testament to their enduring relevance and efficacy, and the DualRunning channel is a firm advocate of Arthur Lydiard's methods. Arthur Lydiard didn't just coach runners, he changed the game, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible in endurance training. His contributions to the sport of running have left an indelible mark, influencing generations of runners and coaches. Arthur Lydiard, a man who ran his own race and changed the world of distance running forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Arthur Lydiard's revolutionary training methods. If you found inspiration in Lydiard's approach and are excited to incorporate these techniques into your own training, please give this video a big thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more passionate runners like you, eager to transform their running journey. And if you know fellow runners or friends who might benefit from Lydiard's timeless wisdom, don't hesitate to share this video with them. Let's spread the legacy of this legendary coach, helping more runners achieve their personal best. Also, remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest content, filled with more running tips, training techniques, and inspirational videos to fuel your running passion. Together, let's keep the spirit of Arthur Lydiard alive in our running communities. Until next time, keep running, keep learning, and keep pushing your limits. Happy running.